Ready for a sound check, Joe?
Yes.
Okay, mic check. Test 1, 2, 3. Mic check.
Yep, we're good.
Okay, so I can. Okay, this is already on. Okay.
Oh, did you? Oh, yeah, because you had to work.
Good afternoon, everybody, from the Springfield National Parks Rec and National Trails Chiller in Springfield. Welcome to Beavercreek Battling Beavers Hockey, where today it's the championship game between the Alder Knights and the Beavercreek Beavers. At stake is the championship of the Post Ohio District Tournament for 2022. These two teams both going undefeated, 3-0 for their games, and these two teams have split 4 games this season, each team winning 2 games, and so we have a rubber game in the season series between these two crosstown rivals. The Beavers in Beavercreek and Alter in Kettering. Both teams share a home rink, Kettering Ice Arena, but today we're up at the National Trails Chiller in Springfield, where we've had this entire tournament all weekend. Earlier today in the third place game, it was Lake defeating Springboro 6-3. So the Lake Flyers from Akron finished third for the tournament, and in this game the loser will finish second and the winner obviously win the whole thing. The Alder Knights are the number 1 seed in the tournament, and so they are in their home white sweaters this afternoon. The Beavers in the all black. Benny Duford will be in net, the senior goaltender for the Beavers, while for the Alder Knights, Grant Russell will be in. Of course, scratch today will be Thomas Bush, who's out for the season with broken bone in his leg. And the Alder Knights, their star player and high scorer, Will Augustine, is hobbled as well. I'm not sure if Will's going to be playing today. If he is, he's a little bit hobbled. As I spoke to Coach Kevin Berry of the Alder Knights yesterday before their game, and he said that Will would not participate in the All-Star game and may not be participating today. We'll see if he comes out for the introduction of the starting lineups. We are behind glass in the mezzanine, and I do not see Will Augustine, so I don't think Big Will be here. Wait a minute, let's see. The teams are being introduced, the starting lineups. First of all, for the Beavers, today's visiting team, Carson Cox and Riley Hansen, introduced as defensemen, and the forwards to start the game, Joey Donahue, who's now the active leading scorer of the Beavers with Thomas Bush sideline. Mason Washburn, who's cracked the starting lineup again for the Beavers. Benny Duford between the pipes. And they only introduced 4 skaters. They only introduced 4 starting skaters, Jeff. They only introduced 4 skaters and then Ben. Oh well, unless I missed one. For the Alder Knights, coming out, Adam Schultz will start. Liam Riley, the other defenseman, to start the game. Forwards is first one Preston O'Brien. And I'm sorry, Will Augustine is in uniform and lined up. There's Spencer Morgan, and then there's big Will Augustine. Again, he's hobbled with a nagging injury that Kevin Berry says will keep him out of the All-Star game, but Will is playing in today's Pod Championship. Grant Russell introduced as the starting goalkeeper for the Alder Knights. And now they're going to play the national anthem here at the Springfield Chiller. Sunday afternoon, high school hockey, the championship game of the 2022 Pod Tournament, Post Ohio District. My name is Kent Jacobs. We appreciate you joining us. We have our chat open for subscribers. Just go to Beavercreek Varsity Hockey and then hit subscribe. We've already heard from our friend Eva Rendering. She says go Creek, and they're driving to the rink right now, so hopefully we'll see Eva. Got something of a crowd, a little disappointing maybe for a championship game of a tournament, but maybe the stands off to our right, maybe about a third of the way full this afternoon. The Alder Knights, coached by Kevin Berry, and his assistant coaches are Drew Janego and Dan Schweikert. Team manager Jennifer Augustine. The Beavers coached by Greg Gutterman. And assistant coaches Brad Lloyd, Drew Earhart, Cam Quick. Managers Abby Schivelbein, Kenzie Lutz, and Riley Green. Trainer Kevin Schwartz. Again, the Knights in the home white sweaters, black trunks, gold trim. The Beavers in the all black this afternoon. Grant Russell with his back to us between the pipes for the Knights. And Benny Duford at the other end, way down yonder. For the Beavers. There's an offside, and we'll have a face-off. Again, this is the rubber game of the season series also between these two teams. Both teams have beaten the other twice this year. The Knights won the first game in Kettering. The Beavers won the Mayor's Cup Championship. And then the Beavers won the other second regular season game to take a 2-1 lead in the season series, but then a couple of weeks ago, the Knights, was that last weekend or 2 weeks ago, the Swashel? Last weekend. Last weekend down in Oxford, the Knights win the Swashel tournament and also even the season series with the Beavers. Again, the Alder Knights facing a very different offseason than the Beavers will, as they have 7 seniors on their team, whereas the Beavers have 3. So it's going to be a big turnover for the Knights in the 22-23 season. Whereas for the Beavers, the team that's out, there will be maybe a couple of new freshman players next year. The team that you're seeing on the ice now, except for goalkeeper Ben Duford, is pretty much the same team that we'll see next season. But the Knights will have heavy turnover. We're a couple of minutes into this championship game. No score from the Chiller. From the draw, back in the Beaver zone. Puck chipped away. Beavers clear it to center. It's shot back in by Sam Linden. Beavers trying to get things going back this way. Here comes Riley Hansen. Riley trying to stick handle through, and he scores! Holy mackerel! The Cobra strikes. He slides through the defense. Grant Russell, the goaltender, was screened by a couple of players in front. Hansen just kind of let the puck slide off his stick blade, and it finds its way between the wickets of Russell. And wow, that's a big start for the Beavers to kick things off for this championship game, and they lead it 1-0. There was a conference between Russell and a few of his teammates after that goal, trying to say, hey, what happened there? It was just a polite little sliding shot by Hansen, but Russell was screened and obviously didn't see it, and it just went right between his legs into the alternate. Now Donahue checked behind the net, but he centers. Oh! And a big play by Ty Ferguson to tie up Owen Huff. Owen had a golden chance for a goal. He scored 3 last night, and he almost had one there, but Ty Ferguson tied up Owen Huff's stick and held it down so he couldn't get a stick on the puck, or he could have scored on that play. Now there's a whistle, and I think we had an offside. So the Beavers in the black uniforms today leading at 1-0. We welcome any altar viewers today as well. And our chat is open. If you're a subscriber to the Beavercreek Varsity Hockey channel, send us a message and we'll try to get it on for you. If you want to say hello to a player, or tell us where you're from, where you're listening from, or just want to say, hey, go such and such player, we'll try to get that on for you. We're 4 minutes into the opening period. Beavers up 1-0 on a goal by Riley Hansen. Knights trying to make something happen the other way. There's a shot by Liam Riley that's blocked. Riley trying to hold it in. It kicks free. Beavers trying to break out with it, but the Knights disrupt that attempt. And now it's Big Will Augustine. Augustine circles back and now dumps it in the Beaver zone. Augustine again shoots from the blue line right on goal, and the save made by Duford. Benny, in his last game as a Beaver in a official game, Ben will be participating in the All-Star game in a Beavercreek uniform this upcoming Friday night. But as far as a Beavercreek game, this is it for Ben. Knights trying to make a play at the other end. There's Luke Lance. Luke Lance has it tipped away to center, and trying to get the puck away from O'Brien was Donahue. Preston O'Brien trying to get past Mason Washburn. Washburn takes a whack at the puck, but O'Brien still had it. Now he gives it up. And the Beavers are coming back the other way. Puck dumped in by Hansen. Loose puck played by Spencer Morgan. Long pass to Danny Mahoney. Mahoney has it bumped off of his stick by Carson Cox. At center ice, there is Luke Lance. Luke Lance checked. And as the Beavers' Owen Huff carries the puck in, Alex Elsner was in ahead of the play, and it's offside at the Alter blue line. .9:06 to go in the first period. Riley Hansen having a word with referee Jim Boston. I think that's Jim Boston out there. I'm not sure who the other ref is, the young fellow with the hair. Who is it? Jeremy Lane. Oh, Jeremy Lee. Okay, thanks, Cherie. So Jeremy Lee, the other referee. The one with the hair. Augustine against Alex Elsner, and from the face-off. Big Will Augustine has it for the Knights. Augustine barreling down into the Beaver zone. Puck comes off of his stick, and the Beavers come back. Here's Hansen, and poke checked by Habel. Nice play there by Nick Habel. And Adam Schultz coming back for the Knights on left wing. His shot. And it's gloved by Duford, and Benny will hang on. .8:22 left in the opening period. It's been a goal by Riley Hansen. There's a shot from the draw at the other end that's blocked. Now there's Nick Habel, a shot that's high and wide for the Knights, and the Beavers clear, and that's going to be an icing violation on Beavercreek. And they'll take things back the other way. Again, in the consolation game this morning, the Lake Flyers from Akron defeated Springboro 6-3 in a penalty-laden and altercation-laden game. I guess there was a fight or two in that game. An altercation, I forgot that's what we call our games against the Knights, altercations. Midway through the first period at the Chiller, there's a blind shot that's blocked on the fence. Player shooting it with his back to the goal at the other end, and now back this way, Carson Cox is shot, and Grant Russell will glove it. It's going to be Danny Mahoney against Alex Elsner, the Junkyard Dog against the Roadrunner. Alex wins the face-off. Owen Huff wraps it around to the right wing corner. Elsner and Riley fight for it. Liam Riley comes away with it to Spencer Morgan behind his own net. His pass broken up by Elsner, but it's picked up by Luke Lance. Lance trying to headman Sam Linden the other way. Linden has it checked off of his stick. And the Beavers come back. Elsner trying to work in front, and he's checked by Spencer Morgan. Morgan breaks up Elsner as he tried to move in on the alternate. Mahoney will dump in the creek zone. Beavers pass at center off a stick, and that is icing waved off on that play. Now Spencer Morgan starts out. Long pass, rink wide to O'Brien, and it's off of his stick blade behind the Beaver net. 6 minutes to play, first period. Haven't been very many good scoring chances for either team. The one goal by the Beavers. Now here's Spencer Morgan working behind the Beaver net. There's a tip right in front, and Duford had to go down to his knees for that one. But the one goal by the Beavers was a screenshot as Riley Hansen tried to work through a couple of defenders in the right wing circle, and just kind of let a very polite little shot slide off of his stick, and there were a couple of Knight players in front of Grant Russell, and I don't think he obviously didn't see it, and it just politely just slid right between his legs into the net. Donahue trying to steal the puck in front. 3 Beavers after it, and it kicks wide of the net. Joe Martin trying to center. It's off a stick. Oh, right in front. Riley breaks it up. Shot! Tip in front. Donahue. Russell dives across the crease to keep it out. No, another shot is blocked. Beavers trying to put a lot of pressure on the alternate. Russell lost his stick for a moment. He's able to reach down and get it. He had to dive across the crease to break up Joey Donahue trying to score a moment ago. Heavy pressure on the Knights net by the Beavers. Now the puck flipped in off the dasher board by Riley Hansen. Nick Habel plays it for the Knights. Pass behind Big Will Augustine, and right on goal is a save by Duford the other way. Beavers will play it. Pass for Donahue. Donahue will flip it to the altar line. Knights take over. There is Ryder. Adam Ryder dumps in. Augustine gets it back to Ryder on the right point. Shot. That's broken up. Back come the Beavers. Trying to get around a check by Habel was Hansen, but Habel was able to make contact with Hansen and disrupt his rush. Now Elsner trying to work in the shot right at the side of the crease, and Russell was able to stop that. Alex Elsner has been very aggressive, attacking the side of the Alder net here in this first period. There's 3:33 to go in period number 1. The Beavers in all black today, leading at 1-0. Owen Huff from the draw, trying to get a shot away, but it's broken up. Another shot is wide. Karam off the end boards, banged to the right wing side. Now wrapped around to this left wing corner. Puck played by Elsner to Cox. Cox a shot! Save! Rebound is cleared away by Habel. Beavers hold it in the zone, however. Elsner has it stripped away by Mahoney. And Mahoney gets it back. Danny Mahoney trying to flip it to center ice for Ty Ferguson. but he's checked. Ferguson after it. So is Owen Huff. Bumping and carrying on out there. We're down to 2:40 to play in the period. Puck shot back in the night zone by Carson Cox. Nick Habel has it taken right away from him by Elsner, and then Mahoney strips Elsner. Here on right wing, Danny Mahoney. Mahoney over the Beaver line, trying to get through the defense. A shot! And save Duford. Rebound kicks to the corner. Beavers trying to get it out. There's a collision with Martin and Augustine. Long shot the other way, and Russell will let that go for icing. With 2:07 to play in the opening period. Again, our chat is open if you want to subscribers, if you have a message you want to pass along to us. We'll try to get those on all afternoon. Face off in the Beaver zone. There's a shot that's wide off the stick of Spencer Morgan of Alter. There's another shot. Pad save by Duford. Another shot is wide from the rebound of that shot. Morgan trying to hold it in for Alter. His shot off a skate in front and cleared away. Back for the Knights is Liam Riley, number 7. Oh, Donahue almost stole it right in front, but the Knights recover the puck. Shot the other way by Morgan is wide. From the carom of the end boards, Morgan tries to get it back to the blue line. It kicks in the corner. Down to 1:15 to go in the period. Spencer Morgan trying to drop it back to a teammate. There's a tie-up along the right wing boards. Beavers come away with it. Back come the Beavers. It's Riley Hansen. Shot off the skate of Will Augustine. Loose puck. Augustine picks it up in front of his net, then gets poke-checked away. Augustine gets it back from Morgan. Augustine trying to work in front. Benny down, and the puck kicks to the corner. 40 seconds to play in the period. Spencer Morgan. Shot, save. Duford and Ben will hang on to it. 34 seconds left to go in the period. There's been a lot of up and down action in this period. It's been cleanly played, no penalties, and just one goal, so it's been just up and down action. Been pretty physical so far, a lot of bumping, but nothing chippy. Loose puck in the Beaver zone at the other end. 20 seconds to play in the period. Riley Hansen ties up with Adam Schultz. There's a pass in front, and that's broken up. Pass intended for O'Brien. Now back come the Beavers. Ooh, trying to stick handle through was Donahue, but Spencer Morgan stripped that off of his stick, and the buzzer sounds the end of the first period. So well played period by both teams, and the Beavers on a seeing eye shot by Riley Hansen lead it 1-0. Were there any assists on Riley's goal, do you know? Okay. So I don't know if there are any assists on Riley's goal or not. Bill, how you doing?
Thank you so much.
Oh, sure. Thank you.
Good.
Thanks. So Riley Hansen is the lone goal scorer so far. Very unusual play that Hansen scored on. He was trying to charge the Alder net coming up right wing near the top of the right wing circle, and he was being checked by a couple of Knight players, and there's another Knight player standing in front of Grant Russell trying to guard the crease area, and just kind of a weak shot just kind of slid off the stick of Riley Hansen, and it just slithered right through Grant Russell's legs, and he apparently didn't see it, or obviously didn't see it. He was screened out by a couple of his teammates, and the puck just very politely just slid right into the net, and that's been our only goal so far. They'll resurface the ice after the second period, so we're right back at it for period number 2. Beavers in all black, again leading 1-0. There's a shot by Hansen, save Russell. Another shot by, I think that's Pearl at the other end. Puck held in at the left point by Riley Hansen, trying to flip it in front, but the Knights deflect that, and back they come. Nice check by Cox on Danny Mahoney. Loose puck picked up by Owen Huff. He tried to kick it to center, but the Knights will deflect it right back into the Beaver zone. Carson Cox trying to get around Luke Lance and Ty Ferguson. He moves it up to Elsner. Nice move around Mahoney. Crossing to left wing. Alex Elsner trying to cut in behind the net. He's being checked there by Nick Habel. Cox holds it in. His shot is blocked. Loose puck behind the Alder net at the other end. Hansen is shot, and that's blocked in front. Loose puck behind the Knights net. Hansen holds it in for the Beavers on left wing. He'll shovel it back behind the Knights cage. We're 2 minutes into the second period. There's a collision in the corner at the other end. A shot on net played by Russell. Looks like the Beaver player that was down on one knee for a moment was okay. I think that's either Hansen or Cox. That's Hansen, but Riley looks like he's okay. He was down on one knee in the corner for just a moment. Face off to the right of Grant Russell between the pipes for Alter today. From the draw, Hansen trying to shovel it with a backhand pass in front, but the Knights break that up. Coming back the other way, Cox is able to beat Augustine down the ice, but Augustine steals it. Will Augustine around Hansen. Passes across the way for Habel. Shot, save, and the rebound. Donahue trying to carry out, and Donahue has it stripped away. Big Will Augustine cutting over to right wing. Shot, and it's gloved by Benny Duford. Through these past 4 years, Big Will Augustine and Benny the Jet Duford, they've had a lot of one-on-one battles. But today is the end of the line for both of these young fellas, both seniors. Puck stolen away by Elsner. Elsner trying to get a shot. He had Huff cutting in, but I don't know if Alex saw him. Owen would have been all alone on that right side. Now back come the Knights. Nice play by Carson Cox to just tip that puck away from Preston O'Brien. Now for the Knights, Spencer Morgan, he hips a Beaver player down to the ice. That was Elsner. Now behind the Beaver net, it's Schultz to Augustine. Augustine pass on the point, a shot, and that's blocked. And a backhand shot by Adam Schultz is wide. Beavers come back. Carson Cox. He's got Huff and looks like Graham with him, I think. Loose puck tipped away by the Knights. Two Beavers back, and a nice play by Cox as he hip checks Will Augustine to the ice. Carson playing a very strong game today on defense so far for the Beavers. And there's a shot and the save by Duford. Hanson kind of tripped up Sam Linden a moment ago now, but nothing called, and puck held in by the Knights. Shot, and that's well wide of the mark. Augustine, poke checked by Hanson. Augustine still has it. Drops it back to Morgan. Morgan, left point, screen shot, save, rebound, and they score. Adam Schultz on a rebound. Benny was down in front, and Owen Huff, I think his stick kind of got tangled up with Ben's leg pad, but it was a rebound goal by Adam Schultz. I think Augustine got one assist on that play, and we'll see if we get assists later from our scorers table. But that ties the game up at 1 apiece. And these two teams usually play 1-goal games more often than not. That's how evenly matched these two clubs are. Now there's some. What do you think's going on down there, Jeff? Oh, it's the official that is getting his maybe his visor repaired on his helmet, maybe something. Maybe he got that clear plastic visor on his helmet may have gotten knocked loose. They're making an announcement on a PA, but behind the glass up here in this mezzanine area, we can't hear it. So I don't have assists right now. But the goal scored by Adam Schultz on a rebound. Benny will parry that shot off to the side. Another shot. Mahoney trying to wrap it around. Nice play by Carson Cox to break up Mahoney. Boy, Danny Mahoney, I call him the junkyard dog because he likes those you call them kind of junky goals, or a little wraparound, or a drive-by tip, or a rebound, something like that. And Mahoney was going to try to sneak and wrap around the net, and Carson Cox, a great play to disrupt his stick movement to break up that chance. And it's Mahoney versus Elsner in the right wing circle of the Beaver zone. Off the draw, the puck pops up to the opposite wing, played by Mason Washburn. Washburn checked. Loose puck. Washburn trying to shovel it out. Unable to do so. Puck tips up behind the Beaver net. Riley Hanson playing on defense now with Thomas Bush out for the season. Pass picked off and centered by Linden, but it's off a body to Riley Hanson of Beavercreek. Hanson trying to work through a defender who hits the ice. That was Sam Linden. Hanson still has it, and then Hanson goes down. Puck held in by Lehman to Martin. Martin bumped off the puck. We're just under 9 minutes to play second period, tied up at 1. J.J. Lehman a shot, save, Russell, and Russell pounces on the rebound before any Beavers can get a hold of it. 8:45 to play, second period. It was Riley Hanson in the first for the Beavers, and Adam Schultz on a rebound in this period for Alter. Face off deep in the Knights zone at the other end. Loose puck. Joe Martin trying to get a hold of it for the Beavers. Now it's tipped to neutral ice. Carson Cox will dump back in on goal. In and out of the mitt of Grant Russell. Knights come back. Here comes a shot. Pops off a stick up high off the end board glass. Ty Ferguson gets it back to the point. It's chopped right in front and on goal, and the save made by Duford. Benny will hang on to it. Again, clean game so far, no penalties. Joey Ferguson will face off against Big Will Augustine. Joey wins his own face-off and chips it down the rink. After it is Riley, and Riley catches up to it before Joey could make his way to the puck. Now a shot the other way, pad save by Duford. There's a wind-up, a blast, blocker save by Duford. Loose puck from the rebound is kicked down the ice. Benny standing tall there on a couple of Alder shots. Sam Linden back the other way for Alter. Linden around a check. Shot is blocked. And I'm sorry, that was Ty Ferguson, not Sam Linden. I beg your pardon. Now Will Augustine trying to kick it free with his skate. Loose puck carried around in front. Shot, and Duford gloves it as Adam Schultz vying for his second goal of the game. He tried to go inside the right post, trying to cross up Duford, but Benning was able to reach out and pluck the puck out of the air. We're past the midway point of the period and the game, as the Beavers and the Knights are tied at 1. Here comes Alex Elsner down the ice. Alex trying to get through the slot, and a shot is wide. Here come the Knights the other way, coming back toward us. Nice move, a shot by Augustine, and Benny has it. Boy, what a nice move by Augustine to slip past Cox, and he was able to flip a quick wrist shot, but Benny was able to catch that one. Six minutes, 44 seconds left in period number 2. From the draw in the Beaver zone, J.J. Lehman trying to get past Sam Linden. Linden trying to haggle the puck away. He does. And that was Luke Lance, who made that play. And it's O'Brien in the corner trying to make a play behind the net. He's checked by Lehman. Pass back to the point. There's Ryder behind the net, Mahoney. Mahoney to O'Brien in the corner. O'Brien back to the point. Shot blocked up high. Knocked down by O'Brien. Knights, it's stolen away by Owen Huff. But there's Nick Habel to take the puck back. Owen was trying to tip it ahead for a breakaway. Here's a nice play by Lehman to chip the puck back to center. Lehman behind his own net. He's bumped off the puck by Habel. Mahoney back to the point. There's a screen shot, and it's off a stick wide. Huff trying to clear it, and he does, and that'll be icing on Beavercreek. 5:25 to go, second period. And we hope you'll all join us, whether you're a Beaver rooter or if you happen to be an Alter rooter who's tuning in. We hope you'll all join us for the Swashel All-Star Game Friday evening at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, but it will be on the Academy Hockey channel. Is that what it is? Academy
Hockey Club YouTube channel.
Academy Hockey Club YouTube channel. So you go to YouTube Friday evening and do a search for Academy Hockey Club, and we'll have the Swashel All-Star Game for you. And the two coaches behind the benches this afternoon will be the two coaches that will be in the All-Star game. Greg Gutterman for one team and Kevin Berry the other team. There's Big Will Augustine, a shot from the blue line, and it's gloved by Duford. And Benny drops it off, but he held on to it a little too long for the ref. He says that's a whistle and a face-off. Augustine against Donahue. Augustine wins it. Oh, Donahue trying to take it away and there's a shot by, I think, Morgan. It whistles just high over the crossbar. Under 5 minutes to play in the period. Loose puck at center. Joe Martin sent it back into the Alder zone. Knights coming back. Puck flipped in by Schultz. Taken by Cox. Cox ridden into the corner boards by Schultz. Cox takes it back. He's checked. A couple of players banging around the blue line. Will Augustine comes away with it. Augustine checked by Cox and Martin. Nice play by Joe Martin to take the puck away from Augustine. Now Riley Hansen. Pass at center for Suda. Jake Suda seeing his first action. Now Martin trips up and goes down. He was looking for a whistle. Now back is Donahue. Shot. That's blocked. Under 4 minutes left in the period. Tied at 1. Championship game of the Post Ohio District. These two teams have alternated championships this season. There's a shot by Augustine. Save. Rebound. And the save by Duford. Schultz was vying for a second goal. Now Owen Huff inadvertently flips it off onto the Alder bench. He says, "I'm sorry, guys." But the Beavers won the Mayor's Cup against Alter earlier in the season. And then the Knights last weekend won the Swashel Tournament Championship from the Beavers last weekend. So this isn't just a rubber match for the season series, but it's a rubber match of tournament championships between these two teams. Back come the Knights the other way. Shot kicked out by Duford. Ryder, who made that shot, centers, intercepted by Hansen. Clears not out. Held in by Ryder. Trying to bang it over for Ferguson. Stolen by Hansen. Hansen will clear it down the ice, and that'll be an icing on the Beavers, and we'll take another face-off this way back into the Beaver zone. Again, our chat's open. Anybody have a comment about the game or want to say hello to a player, or let us know? Alex Elsner against Danny Mahoney. Right wing circle of the Beaver zone. Alex wins it. Ben will tip it over for Carson Cox. Cox trying to pass ahead. Racing after it, Elsner. And it was a little too far ahead of him, or he could have broken in on the Alder net all alone. Riley Hansen back over the night line, but there's a Beaver player still in the attacking zone, and it's offside. Clock down to 2:36 remaining in the second period. Again, as I mentioned earlier, this game, like so many over the past several years between these two teams, very close to the vest. It's 1-1. Back come the Knights. Getting around a check is Schultz. Schultz drops it back to the point. There's a shot, tip, and wide of the mark. And loose puck Cox to Huff, to Elsner, but it's between his skates. Alex catches up to it. Alex trying to cut in the slot and has it come off his stick. 2 minutes to go in the period. All alone, Elsner in front. Russell down. And time called, and I think Russell has the puck. Boy, Alex Elsner was all alone for a moment. He tried to stuff it in from the top of the crease, but Russell hit the ice, and Alex unable to get any elevation on that shot, and just kind of stuffed it into Russell's leg pads. There's some gathering around that Alder net. Looks like Russell is okay. And where they're going to move the face-off? They're going to move the face-off way out to center ice. I don't know why that is. What? Well, the net came loose? Oh, okay. Okay. Since the Beavers knocked the net loose, they move the face-off to center. Back come the Knights the other way. There's a nice play, and the puck kind of precariously kicked past the Beaver net. Hansen to Donahue. Donahue gets past Ryder. Down he comes. He's got Martin cutting in. Martin a rebound, and it's wide. And the Knights coming back this way. Shot and head high. Benny Duford will catch that one. That shot by Will Augustine. 1:13 to go in the period. Elsner against Mahoney. Alex wins it. Back to Hansen. Hansen bangs it off the boards to right wing. Give and go pass up for Elsner. It goes past him and Graham, and the Knights shoot the other way. Icing waved off. Riley Hansen bangs it off the left wing boards for Elsner. He's knocked down to the ice by Liam Riley. Under a minute to play in the period. Boy, do we have an exciting third period being set up between these two teams for the championship of this year's Post-Ohio District Tournament. Half a minute to play in the period. Knights trying to get a scoring chance down in the Beaver zone. Mahoney and Hansen fight for it. Riley Hansen has it. Rink-wide pass, Cox. Up for Huff. Owen Huff over the Alder line, but offside. And I think it was Elsner that was in ahead of the play. 13 seconds to go in period 2. Face off on the Alder side of center ice on the right dot. Elsner wins it. Alex has really been proficient at winning his face-offs today. 3 seconds left. Long shot from center by Cox, saved by Russell. And the buzzer sounds the end of the second period. After 2, here we go, folks. Getting ready for a third period as we're all knotted up between these two teams. The Knights and the Beavers, 1 apiece. Any assists, Jeff, or nothing?
It's all for parents in the box, so.
We're not going to get assists sent up to us this afternoon, so all I can give you are the goal scorers. In the first period, it was Riley Hansen, and in the second period, that was for Beavercreek, and for Alter in the second period, Adam Schultz on a rebound. Is that just Eva's message? That's the only one today?
No, there's messages.
Why am I not seeing them? Why don't I see them?
Or refresh it.
How do I do that?
Beavercreek scored the first, Alter scored the second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
They scored the first.
You should be able to
See, I just see hers.
Let me see.
Hit play. Oh no, that's not it. Yeah, I'd go out and come back in. They're there.
Here, we're gonna.
Oh.
Here, hold on. We're just gonna close
Oh.
that one and now go back in that one. There you go.
Oh, okay.
There you go. So go down a little bit and you'll be
Just
able to
this.
see. The
Oh,
ones
okay.
that have-
I had to refresh my screen again. I'm new at all these fancy phones and gadgets and everything. Get me? I thought there's only been one chat all day so far. No, I had to refresh my screen, for crying out loud. I don't know why we had to do that. But anyway, so let me catch up on these the chats the folks have sent in. They go back almost an hour or 45 minutes. Sorry, folks. Nancy Jeske says, good luck, Creek. And Rhonda Haney says, good luck, Creek, let's win. And Rhonda asked, Kent, will you be announcing for the All-Star game? Yes, we will be here. And Jeff answered Rhonda there in the chat that, yeah, we'll be there. Nancy Jeske says, great saves, Ben, and great goal by Riley. And good old Slashdog X says, just joined now and time to see a flurry of saves by Benny. And then Rhonda Haney says, Yahoo, excited. Now I hit, these touch screens drive me crazy. I moved my daggone finger and something pops up. Do you want to block or allow or something? I don't. Okay. Back, let's see. Rhonda Haney says, Yahoo, excited by Kent and all who make this happen. Thank you very much, Rhonda. We love to bring you these games. And Slashdog says, at the risk of jinxing it, with one period left in the season, congrats to Kent. Thank you very much, Slashdog, for going this entire year without sharing his story about how old-timers played hockey with cow patties. That was for anybody new. Well, now that Slashdog brings that, let's just talk about cow patties. Sorry, Slashdog, we almost got through the season without talking about it. But now that you bring it up, I was, was it last season or season before? Last season? Early in the season, I was, just to fill time between periods, I was just going off of a history. I had printed out off of a website a history of hockey, and of course part of that was history of the puck itself, and that in some rural communities that may not have had transportation to go pick themselves up a puck, well, you had to make one. And what's the best way to make one out of? Well, if they're on a ranch where they're going to find a nice dropping from one of their cattle. And I grew up on a farm. I grew up on a beef cattle farm, so I've stepped in plenty of those. I know all about those cow chips. You step on one that's been what do you call it? Petrified. Then that's fine, because it's like just stepping on some kind of thing. But then there were the tricky ones, the ones that looked petrified on the outside, but were not petrified on the inside, and that could be a little messy on your boot. And then you got to clean the boot out, and there's all those grooves for the tread of the boot. Oh, geez. You had to get the hose out, and oh, geez. What a mess. But so the ranchers on their frozen ponds, if they didn't have a puck, they could just make one with a cow chip. So that's where that came in, and thanks to Slashdog for reminding me about that, and so we could pass that along to you. Here we are. Yep, Slashdog says, I did jinx it. You sure did. Jill Martin says, the voice of Beavercreek hockey. Kent, thank you so much for bringing Beavercreek varsity hockey into our living rooms. Go Creek. That's from Jill Martin. Thanks, Jill. And we love bringing you the games, and it's sad it's coming to an end. Wow, it's, boy, I tell you, it's hard to see another season go by. It starts in October. It's nice to see springtime coming, but it's always sad for the end of the baseball season, or end of the hockey season. We're getting ready for baseball season. At least some of us, the major leaguers aren't, but everybody else is. Oh, Slash Dog. Who in the world would have agreed to be goalie for those cow chip games? Yeah, that's a good question. You know, that is, it depends on the consistency of the chips. You know, just if they're hard and petrified, then maybe it wouldn't be so bad. You don't want to get those cow chip pucks that are a little gamey. You don't want to. There will be a lot of goals scored in those games. The goalies just kind of olay that cow chip puck and let it go right on by. What's that? Stinky hockey. Yep. Boy, I tell you. So, yep. But another hockey season is just about done. One more game, the All-Star game next week. And that's going to be it. And we'll try to do it upright next week. Jeff won't be there, but Sheree, our videographer, will be there. She'll be acting producer. She'll be producer, engineer, videographer. Or is Lance going to be there?
I don't know. I may be able to get somebody to come help me.
Okay, so maybe Sheree might have some help for the All-Star game. Now, Jeff, while we have a few more moments before they wrap things up with the Zamboni, do we know, point-wise, if this game ends in a tie, will they just go by points?
There's in the sheet, it's got tiebreakers for the championship game.
I'm on that page.
Yeah. So qualifying games, that's not qualifying games. Championship round tie games.
Oh, okay. Thanks, Jeff. Let's take a look at that now that we have a tie game after two. What's going to happen? Before I do that, let me read a couple more of our chat messages. Haney says Alex's great grandma is watching. She said hi. Well, hello to Alex's great grandma. We love to have you with us listening. Along with Rhonda and everybody, to Alex's game today. And Alex is playing a heck of a game. He's really going after it. He's been great on face-offs today. Nancy Jeske says, okay, no more butterscotch pudding treat today. She knows what she those unfermented cow chips is like. Butterscotch pudding. That's, that's about right. Okay. So let's go championship round. Okay. The championship game and the third place shall proceed to a shootout if the game remains tied after one overtime period. So it's basically like NHL rules. They'll play an overtime, and boy, that would be exciting, wouldn't it? Yeah. Format is 3 shooters per team. So that's just like an NHL rules. So that's what we've got. Tie game, if it's tied after the third period, they'll play one overtime period, and if the score remains tied after that, then they'll have a shootout. And that's always fun. Of course, I love the overtime. And the overtime would be. Let's take a look. Championship tie. It's 4-on-4. No, wait, here it is. I'm just going to read this. Games tied after the third period will play a sudden death overtime. The format is 3 versus 3 for a 5-minute run time period. The clock will stop on penalties and a 4-on-3 power play opportunity if presented. If penalty expires without a game-winning goal, the player comes out of the penalty box and 4-on-4 continues. That's confusing until the first stoppage of play, at which point 3-on-3 will resume. Man, oh man, that's confusing. 3-on-3, then if we get a penalty, it's 4-on-3, and then it's 4-on-4 until the first whistle, and then it's 3-on-3. What the heck?
Make sure you're paying attention.
Well, yeah, I mean, it can't be, because 3-on-2 would be too much of an advantage.
Yeah, okay. Boy, that would be fun, though. They need me to make these rules. Yeah, man, I can devise all kind of crazy stuff that they could do out there. We could have the gladiator round of 5-on-1. How long can the one player stand up? Oh, mercy sakes alive. Okay. Well, folks, we're getting ready. It's the same old song between these two teams, the Knights and the Beavers, 1-1. These two teams either play a 1-goal game, or one team takes a 2 or 3 goal lead and the other team comes back to tie it. I mean, these two teams really put on a show out there. Puck dropped. Here we go. Championship of the pod for 2022 in the balance. Loose puck at center ice. Adam Schultz will dump in the Beaver zone. Again, the netminders between the pipes. Grant Russell with his back to us for the Knights. Benny DeFord at the other end for the Beavers. The Beavers in the all black. The Knights in the white sweaters, black trunks with the gold trim. There's a centering pass that's broken up at the other end. Beavers led after one on a Riley Hansen goal and a Adam Schultz goal on a rebound. Tied it up in the second period for Alter. Loose puck at center. It's Sam Linden banging it in behind the Beaver net. Beavers start to come back. There's a pass off the end boards all the way down for icing. Liam Riley having a word with his goalie Grant Russell. And then Riley's heading off to the bench. Face off back down the other way in the Beaver zone. Ryder shot, save. Rebound kicks off to the corner. Ryder behind the net, now pass to the point. Here's Ryder, a shot blocked by Huff as he goes down, a rebound, they score. Benning was down on the ice trying to make the stop, but the Knights bang it in. Of course, from this end, I can't really tell exactly what happened on that play. Looks like it's Mahoney is the goal scorer. He's the one getting the glad hand from his teammates, so I'll assume it's Mahoney, number 91, with the goal. There was a shot from the slot, and Owen Huff looks like he slid in front in the slot to block the shot, and then the loose puck, apparently Mahoney then got a whack at it, and it went in. And the Knights lead it 2-1. Grant Russell will catch that puck. And it's Mahoney against Donahue in the night zone, trying to kick the puck ahead for a breakaway was Lance. Now here's Mahoney. He tries to drop it off to Ferguson. It's off of his stick. Adam Ryder ridden into the boards by Riley Hansen. Hansen trying to move the puck ahead for Donahue. He's checked. Puck banged off the center ice boards to the red line, picked up by Donahue. Donahue trying to wrap around an alternate net, trying to bang it off a skate. That's a good idea, but it is broken up. Now here is Luke Lance. He's trying to get the puck out of his zone. He does. Beavers shoot back in. Adam Ryder has it. He'll circle back. And Alex Elsner trying to take it away. Ryder pass ahead, intercepted by the Beavers. 12 minutes to go in regulation. Knights in the white sweaters lead at 2-1. Alex Elsner moves in front, shot up over the crossbar. Nice move by Alex to get around a defender right in the slot and got a good shot. Now another shot on net this time, and it's caught by Russell. One thing about Grant Russell is he does not allow many rebounds, and that's been a strength of his game this season. Will Augustine wins the face-off in his own end as Spencer Morgan wraps the puck around to center ice for Adam Schultz. Schultz has it stripped away. Liam Riley. Pass at center for Augustine. He'll shovel it in the Beaver zone. Beavers trying to come back. Trailing for the first time in the game, now 2-1. Pass intercepted by Augustine. Augustine then checked by 3 Beavers. Now a loose puck is shot behind the Beaver net. Beavers want to watch those giveaways in the defending zone. Augustine falls down as he lets a shot go. It's blocked. Beavers trying to come back. They'll wrap it around. Liam Riley ridden into the boards by Joe Martin. Riley flipping the puck down into the Beaver zone. After it, Sam Linden, but Benny DeFord out of the net to pass it down the ice. Puck skips over a stick, no icing. Riley taken away almost by Isaac Graham. There's a shot, save, rebound! And as soon as I say Grant Russell doesn't let rebounds, he lets out a rebound, and Beavers almost capitalized. Now here is Augustine. Pass over, picked off. Beavers trying to move it ahead, but Spencer Morgan takes it away. Under 10 minutes to go in the third period. Again, if this third period ends in a tie, we'd go to an overtime period. And then if the score is still tied after overtime, we'd go to a shootout. Alex Elsner, he's getting harassed by Ryder, and Ryder looked like he hooked him or cross-checked him. I thought, is it Ryder that's going in? No? Mahoney? Okay. I thought Ryder cross-checked Alex, but it is a penalty on Alter. That's the first penalty of the game. How about that? And it's a hook on Danny Mahoney, so the Beavers need to capitalize here. 9.5 to go. From the draw, puck chipped down the ice by Augustine. DeFord out of the net to set it up for Cox. Cox is being shadowed by Luke Lance. Lance trying to steal the puck away. Trying to tie up Cox. Beavers come back. Pass ahead for the Beavers. Drop for Donahue, shot, and swatting that puck out of the air was Russell. Nice shot by Joey Donahue, trying to go high on Russell, but Grant was able to swat his big mitt up over his head and catch the puck. Face off in the Alder zone. Beavers the man advantage. Ryder flips the puck high off of the referee. Now Adam Ryder for Augustine. Augustine trying to kick it ahead. And a pass for Adam Schultz is too far ahead of him. Beavers need to regroup and come back. They need to capitalize on this. There's a shot blocked by Habel. Elsner trying to move the puck in front, and he knocks it off the side of the net. Nice play by Hansen to hold the puck in. Rink wide pass, shot, tip, just broken up in front. Nice job by the Beavers to try to get a tip on that. Donahue trying to stick his stick in the air and get a tip on that shot. That's certainly the right idea. And now Spencer Morgan just winds up and wails the puck down the ice. Half a minute left in the Beaver power play. 8 to go in the game. Now Liam Riley is able to clear from the blue line all the way down behind the Beaver net. Beavers need to regroup. They have one more rush in them in this power play. They did a good job rushing the net a few moments ago. There's a big hit on Hansen by Morgan. We're going to have a face-off. Just 3 seconds left in the Mahoney minor for hooking. So it doesn't look like the Beavers are going to be able to score on this power play. First power play of the game for either team. Face-off just outside the Alder zone. Penalty killed off. We're midway through the third period. Augustine with his back to the Beaver goal. Turns, shoots, save. Benny Duford. 7:20 to play. Looks like O'Brien coming back on for the Knights. Hansen back on for the Beavers. Face off to the left of Duford. Shot from the draw, blocked. Beavers trying to come back. Back the other way. Here's Cox. Shot, and it's up high over the Alder net. Martin tries to hold in, is knocked down by Mahoney. Spencer Morgan will corral the puck. He tried to move it ahead to Liam Riley. Riley flips it to center for Mahoney. Over the Beaver line, Mahoney is checked and hits the ice. He slides into the corner on the seat of his pants. Liam Riley in his own end. Pass to center, intercepted. But it's off a skate to Mahoney. He's back on his feet. Mahoney carries in the Beaver zone. Shot by Luke Lance is blocked. No icing. Grant Russell will come out of his net to set it up for a teammate. Or he actually shot it down the ice, and that's going to be icing on the Knights. I thought Russell was going to set it up for Riley. Then I guess turned and tried to hit somebody at center, and it went all the way down the length of the rink. 6:07 to go. Beavers, they've got to get on the board. They've got 1 goal to tie it up. Down 2-1. Elsner v. Augustine. Augustine wins the draw. Back for Nick Habel. Habel pass. Broken up. Beavers need to get a couple of plays going toward the Alder net. Augustine trying to take the puck away. Back comes Augustine. He stops at the blue line. Trying to pass it over for Ryder, but yeah, Ryder bangs it back for Schultz. Schultz checked. Back come the Beavers. The other way. Pass over for Elsner. Oh, return this pass, and it's just behind them. They had the right side open. Oh, my goodness gracious. Oh. That's what they needed, a breakaway, and they had a play and couldn't quite click. There's a trip by Ferguson, but they were letting a lot of those go. 5 minutes to play in the third period. Beavers have to come back again. They had a great play set up on a breakout a few moments ago. Couldn't quite hook up. There's a line blast to the Beaver goal by Adam Schultz and the save made by Benny Duford. Do we have shots?
Yeah, they got 21 for Beavercreek and 32 for Alter.
Alter out shooting the Beavers at this point, 32-21 unofficially. Beavers need to make a play toward that net. Nice play by shot by Donahue, and Russell has it underneath him. The goal net came ajar, and Russell just was able to sit on that one. Oh my. Great charge by Joey Donahue, great effort, and his backhander almost sneaks through. But Russell hits the ice, and when the smoke cleared, he had it. He was sitting on it. Face off left wing circle of the Alter zone. Mahoney against Donahue. Joey wins the face-off. Beavers have a chance. Moving in for a shot. Save! And Russell. He's lucky he didn't let a rebound loose because Joe Martin was right there. He was being tied up, but I think Joe probably would have been able to get a whack at the puck had it come free. From the draw. Beavers one-time shot. Save! And the rebound is swatted away by Liam Riley. Nice play by Liam Riley to rescue Grant Russell from a rebound. Now Luke Lance tips it ahead. Beavers have played well in this last couple of minutes and trying to keep the puck in the attacking zone. They have to continue to do that. They have to get the puck back on this end and keep it down here. Mahoney lets one loose, and Benny has it. Mahoney really wound up to give that puck a good whack. 3:48 to play in the third period. Beavers need to come back to this end. Puck shot on left wing, but Elsner was in over the blue line ahead of the pass. And it'll be offside. Well, we'll see. The Beavers need to step up and get this puck down here into the attacking zone and apply heavy pressure to the Knights' net. From the draw, Morgan gets it for the Knights. Riley has it. Return pass to Morgan. Morgan around Huff. Rink wide to Riley on right wing. Liam Riley over the Beaver line. Shot. And Benny has that one. Any more chats, or I need to refresh myself
I
again?
don't think there have been any. No.
Since the butterscotch?
Yep.
Okay. .317 to play. From the face-off in the Beaver zone. Schultz tips it in the corner. A couple of players tie up there. Beavers trying to kick it ahead. Instead, it's going to be icing against the Creek. 3 minutes even to go in the third period. Augustine will take the draw for Alder. Back for Schultz. Beavers trying to clear it. They do to the center red line. They have to get the puck down on this end. They have to put together a sustained rush. Now, what, a couple of guys fighting for it. Elsner, I think, at the other end. He's trying to fight free from a Knights defender. Beavers need to get possession of the puck down here and keep it down here. Now here's a steal. Hanson to Donahue. It skips over a stick. Back is Big Will Augustine. Working 3-on-2 the other way. Pass for Schultz. And a shot is wide. 2 minutes to go in regulation. We'll see when Coach Gutterman pulls Benny Duford when the Beavers get the puck down on this end. Here is Hansen's shot, and it's partially blocked wide. Now puck held in at the right point, shot blocked. There comes an off a skate, and Russell makes the stop. That was a tremendous opportunity. As for the Beavers, the shot was deflected not once but twice off a stick and off a skate, and it came right in on Russell, and he was reacted with his pads, leg pads down on the ice, and he was able to stop it. Now a timeout, and with the face-off in the Alder zone, I would have to think that Duford will go to the bench at this point in favor of a sixth attacker. Well, Coach Kevin Berry and his staff are huddling with the Knights, and Coach Gutterman and his staff. Gut has the whiteboard out and is diagramming a play. I'm certain that Benny will be on the bench in favor of a sixth attacker right now with the face-off in the Alder zone. The only player on the ice is Grant Russell, and he's down kneeling, taking a rest. Well, it's been an action-packed game. Boy, what a clean game. Just one penalty in the game so far. And that was a hooking minor to Danny Mahoney earlier. And the Beavers unable to score on that power play, but that's the only penalty of the game. Grant Russell getting a word with Nick Habel and Big Will Augustine. The Beavers, I'm sure, have a diagrammed play. They need to win the face-off. Riley Hanson against Augustine. Here we go. Augustine wins the draw. Morgan can't clear it, though. Beavers need to hold it in. Shot tip. And Russell makes a skate save. Puck centered again. It's deflected. Centered by Donahue, but it's past Elsner. Elsner checked by Morgan. Danny Mahoney trying to catch up to the puck. Beavers hold it in. But Spencer Morgan's got a shot. Nice play by Huff. Huff may have saved a goal right there by knocking that puck down or deflecting it. That might have been headed for the net. Now here is Morgan again. A shot that's icing. And so we'll have another face-off. You folks know how I feel about that, and that I don't think you should ice the puck there. And I know you're looking at that empty net, but I think you want to just shoot the puck out of the zone and kill time. You don't want to face off in your own end. Let's see if the Beavers can make the Knights pay for creating a face-off in their own zone. Morgan is able to flip it high down the ice. 49 seconds left and another icing. Although that time Morgan didn't, and I don't know if he intended to shoot toward the net or not, but his long, high backhand flip down the ice carries the length of the ice. And that's a break for the Beavers. They get another face-off down on this end. They need to win it. Elsner against Augustine. From the face-off, Mahoney trying to chip it out. Elsner blocks it down. Elsner behind the net for Hansen. Hansen, 30 seconds left. Riley Hansen back for Cox. And it's stolen by Schultz. One man back is Washburn. A shot, and they score. Valiant effort by, I think, Mason Washburn racing down the ice to try to block it. But Adam Schultz is second of the game, and that's probably going to do it. Again, if I were the Beavers, you might as well stay with the extra attacker. They have to try to score 2 goals quickly. They need to charge the net. Puck shot the other way, and it's wide of the mark. And icing against the Knights. Well, the Beavers had a couple of chances. And the last possession down here before the Knights scored that empty netter, they had a couple of chances. Just a puck here or there skips over a stick on a centering pass, and things just didn't happen. They still have life. They have to score immediately and then score again immediately. Now Coach Barry of the Knights having a talk with referee Lee. Referee Lee says, I don't know what you're talking about. What? And now, do we have a timeout? Is that timeout Beavercreek? So, okay, now the Beavers call timeout. Nancy Jeske has sent us a message back a few minutes ago, says, give it your all, Beavers, and they certainly have. I tell you what, the Alder Knights, we mentioned they've got 7 seniors, and they are key players. I mean, I think Russell, the goalie, and Augustine, Morgan. Who?
Russell's a sophomore or a junior.
Okay, so Russell's not a senior, but who do?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
but Russell's really become the starter.
yeah.
But Augustine is Morgan.
Morgan is.
So they've got, huh? Yeah. Schultz, Habel. So many of their key players are seniors. There's a shot. Blocked in front. Pinning the puck to the boards is Morgan. And with the puck tied up in the corner, that's how the game ends. Well, the Alder Knights, it's a big disappointment for the Beavers, for us and their fans. We will say for the senior-laden Alder Knight team, we'll give them hearty congratulations because they, you have that many seniors on the team, they're trying to make memories as well. And they do. It's a tough way to end the season for Benny and Thomas and Danny. As the teams congratulate each other at center. Of course, things are going to be a lot different next season for this Alter squad, as they're going to have, in fact, there's even some question if they don't have enough players, will they even field a team next year? But they should probably at least be able to field a team, but there's going to be a big turnover for the Knights. So the Knights, they win the season series 3-2. They win the Swashel Championship, and they win the Pod Championship. And it's a tough way to end for the Beavers, especially with Thomas Bush on the bench with his season-ending injury. Boy, would we like to have seen this game with Thomas Bush involved in it. It would have been nice. But I tell you what, the guys, the Beavers put on a great tournament, and they made it to the championship game without their leading scorer. They played really well, and but those players, I tell you what, great experience for Joey Donahue, Riley Hansen, Joe Martin, all the guys that are going to be upperclassmen next year, over the next couple of years, because they have played in a really tough tournament. This Alder Knight team, now that they're very physically mature, as most of them are seniors, I mean, I'm looking at the Knights out there, and they've got, like 12 or 13 players, and you're talking 7 of them are seniors. That's half the team. So they're going to have some big turnover next year. But the Beavers, going into next year, they are going to have the advantage of all of this experience, and their players will just be juniors and maybe a couple of seniors next year. But tough way to go for the Beavers. And we have a couple of messages in over the past few minutes. Slash Dog, our pal, says, nice season by Beavercreek. Congrats to Benny and Bush on completing outstanding careers with Beavercreek. And Nancy Jensky says, thank you for a great hockey season. Looking forward to your bright future. Thank you to Kent. Well, you're welcome. To Jeff, Cherie, and Lance for all your dedicated work. Well, thanks, Nancy, on behalf of Jeff, Cherie, and Sir Lancelot. They say you're welcome, and we all love sending the games to you. And Slash Dog says, yes, Kent, Jeff, Cherie add so much to these games. Thanks for the year. You're very welcome, Slash Dog. We look forward to next season. We look forward to the All-Star game next weekend, because we've got Benny Duford and Ian, right? Will Ian be an All-Star next week?
No, he's
not. Not? Okay. Last year he was. How could he not be an All-Star with a 1 goals against? Not enough time in, maybe? A lot of seniors, okay. So Benny will be, Carson Cox probably.
I don't know everybody
Jeff, do you know the All-Stars for the Beavers? Who they're going to be? Benny and probably Carson.
Ben, I'm sure Ben Carson, Elsner,
Alex Elsner.
Thomas, of course.
It would have been Thomas. Yeah, he'll be. Thomas will be there probably for moral support, probably.
Yeah, I'm sure he will. Oh, that was a clean game. That was really great. That was a clean game.
And now they're going to have the trophy presentations. Oh, they did that already?
Where's your pen?
I don't see any trophies. Where are they at? Okay. Okay, so I thought they were just now getting ready to present trophies. I thought they would all get out in the middle of the ice and have a picture. Oh, okay, there's the Knights trophy.
Okay, so Beavercreek, we got
Riley Hansen,
Ben Duford,
Benny Duford,
Thomas Bush,
Thomas Bush,
Carson Cox,
Carson Cox,
Alex Elsner,
Alex Elsner, and Joey Donahue. They are the All-Stars for the Beavers. So we'll look forward to seeing those folks, those fellows next week. And Thomas, maybe we'll see him on the sideline taking that game in. Now the Knights are posing for a picture. And Rhonda Haney says, great game, so proud of our boys. Thank you. And I'm sure the fellows say you're a collective, you're welcome, Rhonda. How many seniors will the Beavers have next year, Jeff?
quite a few, like I think five or six.
Okay. Carson, what, Joey? Team historian Jeff Duford.
Seniors will be
Jake Suda. Riley Hansen. Kellen King. Owen Huff. Joe Martin. Carson Cox. And Joey Donahue. So 7 seniors next year.
We got kids coming up too, so Beavercreek's going to be healthy.
Okay. Do you know how many kids are coming in next year? No? Okay.
Probably something like 5 or 6.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Depends on who, commits. But
Okay.
I know of 2 for sure, but I think there's like another potentially 3 or 4 more beyond that.
So there might be between 2 and 5 or 6 players coming in next year.
Likely at least 4 or 5.
So, okay. So the Beavers, they're going to be somewhat like the Knights are this year, where they'll have quite a few seniors.
Stage left.
Oh. Our director, Jeff Duford. See you guys. Tony and Terry, thanks. So, okay, everybody, and again, we thank everybody for joining us, whether you're a Beaver fan or we might have a few Knight fans that have joined us as well this afternoon from the chiller. Let's go over our scoring, and again, we were not given, we didn't, I think it was some older folks at the scorers table that we did not have communication with, and we can't hear behind the glass here the public address who announced the goals and the assists. So we only have the goal scorers. We don't have the assists. But in the first period, Riley Hansen, again, that seeing eye puck that he kind of slid through a couple of players in the slot and just drifted right between the legs of Grant Russell. And that was the first goal of the game. After one, it was Beavercreek 1, Alder nothing. And a good rebound by, and Schultz was on the right side of the crease to just knock in a rebound, and that was the game tying goal, 1-1 after two. And the third period, Danny Mahoney scoring a goal, and then the capper and empty net goal scored by Adam Schultz. And that was the extent of the scoring. So final score, Alder 3, Beavercreek 1. Do we have final shots unofficially?
26 to 36.
Okay. So unofficially, Alter out shooting Beavercreek tonight 36 to 26. And for 3 stars, let's see, who are we gonna get today? Let's see. Let's make our number 3 star of the game Grant Russell, the goaltender of the Knights. Just letting in that one kind of strange seeing eye shot that I'm sure he obviously didn't see it because it just trickled between his legs into the net. And that was the only goal that Russell gave up today, stopping unofficially 25 of 26 shots. Number 2 star, let's give that to Riley Hansen. Hansen, the goal scorer for the Beavers. And the number 1 star of the game with 2 goals on the game for Alter is Adam Schultz. So again, the number 3 star, Grant Russell, the number 2 star, Riley Hansen of Beavercreek, and number 1 star with 2 goals on the game, Adam Schultz for the Knights. The hard hat, let's give that to Alex Elsner. Alex all over the place tonight, and as usual, he's banging around. He'll get knocked down, he'll get right back up, and he was haggling, wrestling around with guys. So we'll give Alex the hard hat today for the game. So, well, folks, again, we look forward to seeing all of you, or most of you, on the for the All-Star game coming up Friday, and that'll be on the Academy Hockey Club channel Friday evening at 6:30 Eastern Time, and we will be emanating from Oxford, which is a fine place to emanate from. It's just a terrible place to find your emanation point because you got to drive through hilly, crazy roads. It's not a nice drive. There's no main roads that go to Oxford. So it takes us, about 45 minutes to get down there? And you're just, and for me, I'm directionally challenged. A couple of years ago, no, it was last season. I think.
Every season.
Jeff, we had a snowstorm down there, and this is before I got my fancy smartphone. I just had my little old folks little dinky phone that just could text, but it couldn't get any internet, and so I didn't have the Google Maps robot lady to tell me where to go. And we had a snowstorm. Remember going back from the game, and I had to follow you. Remember, I had to follow you home, or follow you back toward Dayton. And Jeff drives fast. I go putt-putt. I'm just putt-putting along in my little Focus, especially in the snow, and I'm just hoping Jeff doesn't get too far in front of me so that I don't wind up in Indiana or something after a couple hours. But I was able to follow him home. But it's a kind of not a great drive out there, but a great place. Miami University, Goggin Ice Center. So that's where we're going to be come Friday evening, but it will be on the Academy Hockey Club channel. So everybody listening, if you're a Beaver fan, or if you might be a Knight fan, that's checking in, then certainly join us, because there's going to be a number of nights in that game as well. So we hope to see you on the Academy Hockey Club channel this upcoming Friday night for the All-Star game. So being our last game on the Beavercreek Varsity Hockey channel, we'll of the season till next year. And Jeff Duford, our director, producer, engineer, stat liaison, all-around great guy, this is the end of his contract. Your contract's up.
I've trained my way out of a job.
Next season, all those titles go to Cherie. But the consolation is we'll give her your salary. We'll compound your salary with hers. But thanks to everybody. Gosh, Jeff, I mean, holy cats almighty. Without Jeff, these past few years since I've been doing it, we wouldn't be doing it. I mean, Jeff gets the computer going. Heck, I don't know how to do any of this stuff. I can't hardly. I operate the chat on my dad-blame phone.
He can talk. Well done, Ken. Well done, Ken.
But I tell you, Jeff, we can't thank him enough for getting us all this programming going and getting us on. Cherie, giving her time this year. We're all volunteers. I joke. Get Cherie on camera. There she is. Get Jeff on there. Yeah, he's on there. But I joke about salaries. We're all volunteers because we all want to just do it for the kids. We all love getting these games on for you. So we look forward to next season. Jeff's going to be around. His contract's up. But he's gonna still be around the rink, so we'll see him. He's got family because you've got Drew, your nephew, is going to be playing next year, so we'll see Jeff next year. He'll just be able to kick back and not worry about all the technology. So he's going to give me chats from home. We're going to see Joe DeFord. Hey, what is that? You missed that goal down there. You were looking away. You were. Oh no! Oh my goodness gracious! Jeff's gonna nail me with the chats next year or so. Okay, folks. Well, we'll wrap things up. It's been just a fun season. Things didn't wind up the way we wanted for the Beaver folks listening. Yeah, but hey, what a great season. We set 24 wins, 5 losses, 2 ties. The Beavers set a record for wins in a season. And the other, let's say they won the Mayor's Cup. They won the Strongsville tournament. Wasn't there another tournament they won somewhere? But and they made it to the finals of the Swashel tournament. They made it to these finals. Unfortunately, a couple of the games against these Alder Knights were in those championship games of those 2 tournaments. But hey, we finished just 2 and 3 against Alder. But I'll tell you what, against that team. Playing them neck and neck all season long, I think was an accomplishment, because I think the Knights they were pretty tough. Big, strong, physical, and so many seniors. And when you have seniors, that's physical maturity. That's size, speed. So the Beavers held with them real tough. But congrats again to the Knights on a hard-fought win. And for the Beavers, we look forward to next season. We're going to follow them all summer long as they get prepared, and we'll follow as the new players come in. And we look forward to a big season with Coach Gutterman and the Beavers next season, 22-23. starting in October. This Beaver team should be loaded for bear next season, as they'll have a lot of seniors and upperclassmen next year. So hopefully the Beavers will have an even bigger year next year. So thanks to everybody for sending us the messages, as we had a lot of fun with it, and thanks for joining us all season, and we look forward to seeing you Friday night on Academy Hockey Club channel at 6:30 Eastern Friday night. So for the Beavers, speaking for videographer Cherie Champagne, producer, engineer, stat liaison, historian, geographer Jeff Duford. Emeritus, soon he's emeritus here in about two seconds. This is Kent Jacobs again, the final score in the pod tournament championship game today. The Alder Knights 3 and the Beavercreek Beavers 1. So until Friday night for the All-Star game, and then until next season, thanks again everybody, and good afternoon from the Springfield Chiller.